Alright, what's up, guys? And welcome back to another episode of the Tuah podcast. Whoa. I'm recording this at like 1:30 because I spent 2 hours working on this project. That definitely didn't take that long, and if I started working on it earlier, if I worked on it over the weekend, it definitely would not have been that late. But I decided to put this out just because I had a really good run today, and there's some kind of cool stuff that happened, so I just want to make sure. I wanted to get this one out. I will still record the other two from yesterday and Saturday, because those are still pretty good runs too. But once I got back from my run today, I wrote down all the notes, so I remembered everything, because today was a pretty good run. So I'm gonna look at my notes, because yes, I still got the notes for this. Let's see. Come on. Why is this taking so long? Okay. Well, let me have a look here. So today, we said you standard 4-mile run. Average pace was an 8:31. I'm gonna start putting that in the beginning of when I start a run summary. I'm gonna start putting my average pace or whatever. I'll say it started out let me see. It started out what felt like too fast. I felt like I was going way too fast, and so I was like, oh, I need to slow down a little bit. And I felt like I did, but then once I started going again, I was still going the same pace, if not faster. So, but to be honest, it didn't feel that taxing. So that was a good thing. But the big thing today is that we were back on the trail. We were back on the MKT trail today instead of running around campus. I've been waiting to run on the trail because last time I tried it, it was still really icy and it would have been way too sketchy to run on it. So, but it's been pretty warm these past few days, so I know that all the ice had melted. But then I also knew that some of the mud might have gone away by this point, so I knew it would have been a good day to run. There were still a few muddy spots, but they weren't too bad. Today was 68 degrees. Yes, bro, you heard me right. 68 degrees and sunny. Bro, 68 in February, back home, bro, February is still 20s, 30s. You get lucky if you get a high of 40, in the 40s. So today I had to make the best of what I could. And I mean, another thing too, Iowa and Missouri, they're not that far apart, so weather's not that different, but it is a little warmer down here. Let's see. Shins, I will say they did hurt after the run yesterday, and even just walking around campus today, they did hurt. But once I got out of my last class and I felt how good it was, I knew that I needed to go on a run. There was no way I was going to waste this opportunity and pass up not doing a run. So yeah, there's that. I wanted to change my route. There's that. I didn't really know exactly what the trail was going to look like. So I just kind of went in blind. I didn't really care that much. As I said, I don't really care too much about my shoes getting dirty anymore. So I just kind of wanted to change it up a little bit. And also one of my songs was "Kickstart My Heart," at the very beginning of my run, the first half mile. So I was a little bummed because I knew I wasn't going to get it again unless I restarted the playlist or whatever. But there was that. I still had a good end song, but we'll get to that later. At the beginning of the trail, I saw this really cute golden retriever. It wasn't quite an actual a puppy, but it was probably a teenage golden retriever, kind of 6 months to a year kind of age. So he was pretty cute. And I saw somebody in a Caitlin Clark shirt, so that was kind of cool too. With the nice weather, the trail was really, really busy, and there were bikers and walkers, and most of the walkers were all the preppy sorority girls that were going on their little hot girl walk, and then they were all walking 3 wide, so I had to go all the way around them to pass them, which was a little annoying. And it was literally throughout the entire run that I was passing them, going both ways, so that was annoying. This part too. There's a bridge that's right before the 1.5 mile marker, and they're not like, I don't know, I'm not a science person, but like it was cool. There's still water like on the ceiling of the bottom of the bridge, but it was just like condensation that was like stuck to the ceiling. So there's like a little bunch of like drops that were just sticking up there, and it was really really cool. Part of me wish I brought my phone. I would have taken a picture of it, but I don't know. It was really cool. Like I couldn't tell if it were like actually like raindrop or like water drops or not. So I even like ran my hand up against the bottom or up the top there. But I don't know. It was just kind of cool, and I don't quite know how it works, but you know, there's that. Let's see. I got to the 1.5 mile marker, and there was like this really sweet old guy. Like there's a little walker, and he had a little dog that he was walking, and he was just kind of like observing all the people that were running and walking. So that was really sweet. And I saw him walking back when I had turned around. Another big thing is that I did not have to retie my shoes, like at all. Like I somehow got really lucky with the way I tied them up in my dorm here, and I didn't have to retie them at all. And with that too, I didn't take as many breaks. And you know, since I didn't take as many breaks, I didn't really realize just how many breaks I actually was taking, like on my campus route, because there's so many crosswalks. I was taking so many like less frequent breaks on the run today. Like I took a break at the 1.5 mile marker, and then I took a slight break when I turned around because my shins were kind of bothering me. So I was the way that I was pushing, I wasn't really going that. Didn't feel like I was going that fast, but I felt like I should have been going slower. But the only times I really like took a break was because of my shins, and the only times I stopped were at the big crosswalk. That's usually at the beginning of the run, and that at the 1.5 mile marker, and then the turnaround spot, which I probably could have kept going, to be honest, because it was only like a half mile after that turnaround. Then I did take another break at the 1/2 mile marker again. Then I didn't take a break to the rest of the run. So that was really good. Let's see what else here. Yeah, consistently got faster. Like, you know, my first split was like an 8:42, like an 8:40, and then 8:30, and then or like an 8:35, and then it dropped again. No, I'll post the thing up on the Snapchat story here too. I talked about that. I will say my running form was better from the start. Again, I'll talk a little bit more about like what I realized yesterday and Saturday about like my well, technically today's Tuesday, so my Sunday run and my Saturday run, kind of like how I realized my running form is a little weird. But today my running form was pretty decent. Like I don't know what it is, but like when I just run around campus, but it like screws with my feet or something. I don't know. Or screws in my brain. Not with my feet, my brain. But and as I went on, Champagne got better. So it kind of started out pretty bad, and then once I turned around, it started getting better. I did see people from like the run club like throughout the entire run, because I decided to start my run right after like they met up to run, so I knew I had missed it already. So I did see a few of them. I did step in a few small mud spots. They're like I was like trying to avoid them by getting off to the side, but those parts were still muddy. So my shoes did get a little dirty, but not that bad. And I used my shirt to clean them off because I did take my shirt off too. That's how nice it was. So there's that. Yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. This one's getting a little long, so I won't yap too much longer, but I know today was just a good run. I mean, and yes, I probably shouldn't have, because because my homework took me so long to do that, and I did other stuff like laundry and cleaned up my room a little bit. What am I talking about? My room's a mess right now. But yeah, I think that pretty much wraps it up, and then I'll post the my workout summary on the story. Peace out, guys.